Hello everyone. So I tried to test my audio yesterday, that apparently didn't work. Again, I sound fine to me even when I had the preview up, so if it's always scratchy, I think it just might be my connection. I have dropped my Xbox controller a few times because it slid off my lap and, just pulled the cord out. But, okay, so we are going another repeat flight, but we're going from Corntassel to McGee Tyson. Then we're gonna take an Airbus A320 with the call sign of Allegiant Air down to Clearwater, St. Pete, Florida. That's Kilo Papa India Echo. And then we're heading over to the airport where we would unlock your first aerial advertising in 24's career mode. And that is Kilo Lima November Alpha. Don't know if I'm gonna attempt to try that, unlock this or not. Probably not. So I'll just spend the fast travel points in 24 to unlock the area. And we're either, if there's any missions there, I'll do them, of course, off stream. But after this, or either leaving directly from here, or I do some missions and move around. I'm not sure if I have any ferry flights. We will be in a different location, but we will be heading up to, I think, Shetland Island in the north of northern Scotland, the North Sea, and to do instrument rating. So I gotta plan that out, whether we're going directly from Kilo Lima November Alpha or a different location. So I have to get into 24 later today and check that out. So I'm gonna probably change this up, but I have us going from KPIE to KLNA. I decided to check out the Msfs aircraft, but we would be doing a skip 2, and right now there's only one leg we're doing full, which we've seen plenty of times. And that first leg, of course, Corntassel to McGee Tyson, will be in the Cherokee. I think I'll stick with it because the runway at KLNA, I don't know if it's actually long enough to land a longitude. So I'll load my mission, and then I gotta change my aircraft. Which aircraft we gonna pick today? Or which livery? I got 8, 11. We will use this one today. And 5669, is that what yeah. Again, I always double check because I can't remember if I always planned the first one out or not. Alright. Let me just double check that we're not backtracking ourselves here. I think auto, direct. Yeah, okay. That is what we want. Yeah, I tried. I could have gave me an LNAV or RNAV or an ILS, but we would have been going like out another 20 miles, and then coming back in. Alright. It is windy outside today. IRL. Are we already started, huh? We're already started. I thought I was starting from the parking spot. Maybe not. Alright, we're out. This needs to come off the screen. There we go. We have audio, but we didn't hear the radio for departure. But we should be switching to approach soon. You know what? I didn't check which IFR I had picked. Now, I don't know. I would assume, well, in the game it doesn't matter, but I'm gonna assume this is radio,
Approach Cherokee 5669er is passing
instrument rated.
1,200 feet, climbing 3,000 feet.
Cherokee 5669er, approach altimeter 30.14, radar contact, continue. Cherokee 5669er, climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
Oop. Really?
Climb and maintain 11,000 feet, Cherokee 5669er.
I set it to high
Cherokee
altitude. I did not mean to do
5669er,
that.
climb and maintain 13,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet, Cherokee 5669er.
Request descend and
Approach Cherokee 5669er. Request minus 7,000 feet.
what?
Cherokee 5669er, request denied.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if I go minus 7,000 feet, that doesn't work. Alrighty then. Should we do a camera angle like yesterday? It's a lot nicer out here today. Nah, we'll get back up here. Well, we definitely are not reaching that altitude. Although the slower I fly, the longer this will take, so. We should get it to 3,000, which is what the low altitude ceiling would have been anyway. So, Allegiant Air uses A320 out of Knoxville to go to Clearwater, St. Pete's. However, we don't have an I don't have an Allegiant Air livery. I don't even know if there's one in the game at all. So, I think we're just doing default white. And my flight numbers are going to be, for the next 2 legs, will be 6 digits long, which is probably abnormal, but I was having trouble coming up with an idea, but I could just use, let's see, I couldn't change my flight number for Allegiant Air. We could be um, 8645. I just didn't know how to come up with one for... Well, we got Clearwater / St. Pete's to somewhere near Palm Beach. So, let's see. 3... We could do 3972. I could.
Cherokee
Ooh,
5669er, you are
there's
1
an airliner.
southwest. Maintain present
We
heading
hear
and
airliner.
Expect VOR DME runway 05, left approach via Victor X-ray Victor 242 radial 23 DME arc, clear to Victor X-ray Victor.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME runway 05 left approach via Victor X-ray Victor 242 radial 23 DME arc. Cleared to Victor X-ray Victor Cherokee 5669er.
Brickyard 4674 traffic is 6 o'clock 2 miles at 5,000
I
feet
should have
hyper.
just done direct
Report them in sight.
under VFR, because...
Cherokee 5669er traffic is 9 o'clock 3 miles at 8,700 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Yeah, I
Brickyard
got them.
4674, you are 15 miles southwest of Knoxville. Contact Knoxville Tower on 121.2 when inbound on the approach.
Cherokee 5669er have the generic in sight.
Tower on 121.2 Brickyard 4674. Cherokee 5669er traffic is 4 o'clock 2 miles at 4,200 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Cherokee 5669er have the generic in sight.
Cherokee
There's another aircraft
5669er
in
traffic
sight?
is 10 o'clock 4 miles at 7,600 feet generic. Report
Oh.
them in sight.
Cherokee
that one.
5669er have the traffic.
Yeah, we're kind of flying right into the path here.
Cherokee 5669er traffic alert. 10 o'clock less than
Oh,
1
it's
mile,
below us.
5,800 feet generic.
Ooh. I don't know if there was enough separation there.
Cherokee
Oh, we're definitely
5669er
in jet
traffic in
wash.
sight.
I wonder in 24 if that happened, if we would have been... It hit some air turbulence. We probably should be. So we're basically we're backtracking. We're backtracking way too far. If that was the case, I should went towards Monroe County and then came around. Let me fix that, and we will redo the whole flight. I just need to not pick low I'll load and then I will not have us on an IFR flight. Alright. We'll do it direct. And that's fine. Alright, now let's go. I will be using the travel to feature for the last two legs. I'm not sure if I want to use the Msfs or not. I might change the aircraft and we do the whole flight. I don't know. Alright, let's... Oh, this time we're starting cold and dark, huh? What are we doing? I mean, we're pushback? This... In 2020, the airport is weird. Now see, this makes more sense. I think we're leaving that way. Nav lights on. Beacon light on. Landing lights on. Are we departing that way?
Zero-7
The
Tango November
UCA
traffic
out
Cherokee
there.
5669er taking off runway 6 east departure.
Okay, flaps down. No, no flaps. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Restart. Actually, go back out. We weren't gonna take off there. That was clear. That was clear. I'm not gonna reload. I am just going to input it manually. It's not like I don't know. So much for cold and dark. Did we just lose all audio again? Oh, there we go. Like, I can still hear the clicking noises, so we just lost music there for a bit. And, thank you for joining me when you watch these on demand. If you're watching from YouTube, please hit that like and subscribe. If you're watching this from Twitch, please hit that follow. And, you can, if you want to, join the Discord. Maddie L. Lynn _ 62552. Let's try this for the third time now. So, IRL, I'm not sure if the elevation is like this or not. In 24, it seems the elevation seems to be leveled out. So, I don't know. Then again, that short piece of grass off our right wing behind me at our 12 o'clock seems like it could be a runway as well. But we're also near a golf course, so any fairway could look like a runway.
Approach Cherokee 5669er is type Piper 2 miles northeast of 07 Tango November 1,100 feet. Request flight following.
Cherokee 5669er approach. Squawk 1062.
Squawk 1062 Cherokee 5669er.
Cherokee 5669er.
Cherokee 5669 5669er radar contact 2 miles northeast of 07 Tango November 1,500 feet. Altimeter tree 0.1 tree.
Roger, Cherokee 5669er.
Oh, you're not gonna give me a climb to 3,000? Oh, well, we're only going to 2,600, so we were nearly there at 17. We only had 1,000 feet to go. So in 24, you can click on this even in 24, but I have yet figured out how to get to open the window when you're on the ground. Same thing with the door. And there is only one door. That's your fuel cap. It looks like the rear passengers have a shoulder harness. We up here do not. And looks like we're pretty much following Highway 411 right now. Well, we were. I knew we were gonna cross towards the left as we head out to Alcoa, to Knoxville Airport. Like I said, I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, we have no missions out of our final arrival airport today in career mode. So I gotta probably figure out a way to get us up to Shetland, and I'm either gonna have to bunny hop from this airport, the final airport. We're either gotta go to Miami or Orlando, and I gotta figure out whether they if any of them can go to Edinburgh, and then from Edinburgh, I think we need to go to. I need to find the next airport on the mainland before we hop over to the island. So the most northern airport I can find that can land a turboprop, or even maybe another airport that can land airliner, and then we switch to GA from there, because
Approach Cherokee
it's
5669er.
quite a
Request
flight
clearance
from
to
Edinburgh.
transition Charlie airspace.
Cherokee 5669er approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
What happens
Cleared
if
through
they
Charlie
denied
airspace
us?
Cherokee 5669er.
So that's I gotta figure out the trip to Shetland. I believe it's Shetland is where you do your instrument rating from. So I'm not sure if I'll prepping, sorry folks for that spiking again. I don't know if I want to prep today for tomorrow. I almost thought about just putting this off and doing this stream tomorrow. I'm on a lot later than I normally get on. I slept in and then went out and smoked and then came in and did this. Don't know when anybody's getting home though, so I kind of probably want to be off of here by within the next 2 hours, which I should be. We're only going to do this one leg, and then I was going to skip or travel to for the other two. So, but I never know how long my climb outs will take. I think the flight down from Knoxville to Clearwater is about an hour and a half flight, and then it's an hour and 15 minutes to go across the state of Florida in the Mitsubishi. Said I think I can switch to a longitude, but I wasn't planning on doing 2 whole flights. Even if I switch the Mitsubishi, the longitude, we probably still have like a 30-45 minute flight. I don't know how we're coming in the land, since it looks like we're coming in right in the departure path.
Knoxville Tower Cherokee 5669er is 4 miles southwest 1,800 feet with Alpha to land.
Maybe now we're lining up to
Cherokee
land.
5669er, Knoxville Tower. Altimeter tree 0.17 wind 0 tree 6 at 11. Fly straight in runway 05 left. Cherokee 5669er wind 0 tree 6 at 11. Clear to land runway 05 left.
I don't know what we're doing here. This is interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, we're circling to come back into the
Cherokee 5669er,
final.
please acknowledge.
Clear to land runway 05 left Cherokee 5669er.
My aircraft. Yeah. Alright, so. Oh. I almost got us out of flap range there. Almost got in trouble for overspeed. Alright. We're gonna go. Oh, we're already flaps 2. Okay. Thought we were only at flaps 1. Looks like we got some military aircraft that were going out earlier. Or, no, that's the military side. I had to think for a second. McGee-Tyson National, Air National Guard Base. Oh. Is there construction going on at the airport? This is 2020 scenery. Ooh, that was
Cherokee
despite me trying to
5669er exit runway when able.
flare. Where are you going now?
Cherokee 5669er contact ground on 121.9er.
Yeah, 13 knots at from 30 degrees.
121.9er Cherokee 5669er. Goodbye.
I don't know where we're going, but okay. We're gonna venture into the construction zone. I do have the updated scenery, but I don't recall this, so I don't know what is. So we have static models, but yet I don't have I don't actually have the aircraft to fly. So that's funny that they can put static in. So yeah, GA's all the way down the other end on the other side of the field. We got some helicopters and some stuff's popping in as we're driving. And where is the tower? The airport's tower used to be over here on the space side. But I don't see it. There's an American flag. I think those are C-130s. And yeah, I don't actually have the plane, but yet they're statically showing up, or at least whoever created the scenery for this airport put them in here. There's the, is that the tower right there? Yeah, so the tower is on the base. It's on the Air National Guard base. It's more that way centered in the default scenery. What do we got up here? What is the JRE 757? I don't think that's parked here. I think that's further out. But we're pretty much getting a tour of the whole base, and airfield. Is that the fire department? No, that's just a parking lot. So there's an aircraft over there, a big one. looks like the KLM livery. Yeah, I don't know what it's... Someone's parked over there because it's got a name tag. Actually not someone, I'm not in multiplayer. But, so that's an AI aircraft parked there. Not one of the statics. What? There's an X... There's an... That would explain why we've only been using one runway. And 24. Is there really only one runway, IRL? I'm not sure. I always thought airport had one, and then the Air National Guard base used the other one so that there was no, you didn't have to close the airport down when the military needed to take use of the airfield. But I don't know. Don't know. Then again, you can't take anything that you see in 2020 or 24 at airports as face value for what they might be in real life. I knew we were doing a long taxi. It would have been shorter under the instrument thing now. Alright, we gonna hold short? Call for
Knoxville
parking
Ground
now?
Cherokee 5669er taxi to parking.
Cherokee 5669er taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Bravo Cross Runway 23 Left Alpha.
Taxiing to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Bravo Cross Runway 23 Left Alpha Cherokee 5669er.
So I think, cross my fingers, I think the co-pilot can start up the A320. And if so, we're going to start from a gate. And we'll arrive at a gate. If not, I just gotta redo the flight. It's like, how far are we going from here?
Knoxville Ground Fly Columbia 72 requesting pushback. Fly Columbia 72 pushback request accepted.
Fly Columbia? See, I only see one name tag, so I don't know if anybody's over here at the terminal gates or not. There's static sitting here. Like I said, usually the AI traffic has a name tag, and there's only one over there. I don't know how they're gonna get out of where they're at over there. Alright, here's the terminal. There's an EasyJet. I think at gate 1.
Knoxville Ground Fly Columbia 72 requesting the end of pushback. Fly Columbia 72 request to end pushback received.
Is that what FCE is? Fly
Knoxville
Columbia?
Ground Fly Columbia 72 with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
Yeah.
Fly Columbia 72 taxi to and hold short
Okay,
of
I don't know.
runway 5
They
right
must
via
have came from
taxiway
TA.
Alpha. Contact tower on 121.2 when ready.
Man, there's a lot of US flags flying around here at this airport. Is this the fire department?
Taxiing hold short
Yeah.
runway 5 right via taxiway Alpha Fly Columbia 72.
The question is the flag moving with the breeze, like the windsocks? I mean, they should. Man. GA, definitely, if you're in the GA plane and you go to a major airport, you have to have patience, because, God, do you taxi. I mean, we did go a circuit of the whole airfield here. And we get out of our plane, we walk over to the terminal, and go through security like a normal passenger so we can board our flight to go to Clearwater. What do we got parked over here? Just one other plane? Yeah, you didn't cross wands yet, so are we not done? No, we're not. But the tow bar guy is gonna get sliced and diced. And put the brake on. Put the brake on. Maybe not, but they're pretty close. Alright. Main menu. So, I think we took just as long taxiing as we did flying. Boom, boom. Alright, let's hope this works. Load. Flight number 2. Well, we're not doing 4 hours. You know, that's ridiculous. Well, no, I don't have the right plane. Alright, I need 320. We're just gonna use... I don't know what the difference between 1 and 2 is. No. What did I say? We were gonna use... Livery 1. Get rid of the tail number. And we're Allegiant. That I always have to look up how to spell, because our language is so screwed up. LL. Giant. Okay. EGIANT. Oh, oop. I see an error. I thought I hit L. There we go. What? It deleted it. Son of a bitch. ALLEGIANT. Really? ALLEGIANT. What is going on? Is there something now we can't put proper airliner names in? Clearwater. We're gonna go 229 7 2. Okay, that worked. ALLEGIANT, Allegiant Air. It keeps deleting my call sign. Why? Assign a call sign for your... Let's try just my name. Oh, that worked? ALLEGIANT. Huh. Okay then. Am I not spelling Allegiant right? ALLEGIANT. ALLEGIANT, Allegiant Air. Huh. That's funny. Alright, so... A... okay. There we go. Alright, what is our flight time again? Ooh. There goes that weird audio glitch. An hour, 9 minutes, which we're skipping anyway, so. They're all roughly, they're around an hour. Alright. We should be starting from a gate here. I don't know why. The first time, I kept typing it in, and it kept removing it. I mean, I finally got it in here. I should have just been able to put Allegiant. Alright. Uh-oh. What? Well, okay. I could have swore I saved from the gate. Okay. 2020's having its own issues lately. Alright, no, wait. My aircraft, because you don't know how to... Toga? Let's see here. Parking brake is off. Nope. We don't want the speed brake on. I need it off so we can take off. Oh my god. Is there something wrong with the game? That's what Microsoft's gonna start doing, right? They said they're gonna support 2020, but they're gonna start breaking it, so you have no choice but to go to 24. Load. I could have swore I picked for us to depart from, but I didn't. So I want gate 4 departure, and I want ramp 4 parking. I don't know why they can't call them gates. Those are clearly gates there. Start. Oh. What? Somebody else is calling them. Oh, yeah. Sim-nanigans. Cinemagans. I don't know. It's some issues like this where I'm like, why am I doing this? Aggravate myself because the game doesn't want to work right. Right. I'm dumb. I'm looking. I had a Twitch notification. It was telling me I was live. Alright. I think. Therefore I am. No. Uh-oh. Oh, God. It's stupid. It's freezing up. Yeah, I gave it to Copilot.
Delivery Allegiant Air 2972 IFR to St. Petersburg, ready to copy.
Allegiant Air 2972 is cleared to St. Petersburg Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 right climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 133.6 squawk 7524.
Allegiant Air 2972 cleared to St. Petersburg Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 right climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure on 133.6 squawk 7524.
Allegiant Air 2972 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi.
It looks like there's a plane at every gate this time.
Knoxville ground Allegiant Air 2972 with Alpha ready to taxi IFR.
Almost every gate.
Allegiant Air 2972 taxi to and hold short of runway 23 right. Contact tower
I think
on
I've always
121.2
left
when
from
ready.
gate
Taxi to and
5,
hold short
I think
runway
is next
23
to the
right
left
Allegiant Air 2972.
of me. We've got an EasyJet EDW. Oh. POT? I don't know what POT is. I don't know what JIA is either. Now what are we doing? My aircraft. I don't know what you're doing. Ground services. Request
Knoxville Ground
pushback.
Allegiant Air 29er72 requesting pushback.
Allegiant Air 29er72 pushback request accepted.
Parking brake is off. You know, I could have planned out the pushback. I keep forgetting I got that tool now.
Knoxville Ground Generic November 88 Alpha Delta requesting the end of pushback. Generic November 88 Alpha Delta request to end pushback received. Knoxville Ground Generic November 88 Alpha Delta with Alpha ready to taxi IFR. Generic November 88 Alpha Delta taxi to and hold short of runway 23 left via taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 121.2 when ready.
I didn't know that Livery 1 said fly-by-wire on it.
8 Alpha Delta.
Stop pushback.
Knoxville Ground Allegiant Air 29er72 requesting the end of pushback.
That was a lot further than I thought they were going to stop on their own. Alright. Back to clearance. Ground. Okay then. I don't know if we have taxi clearance. I didn't hear us get taxi clearance. Oh. Sorry, folks. I'm like getting frustrated, even though I probably shouldn't be. Last time we loaded in, I also last time we loaded this in, I had no throttle control. I mean, there's always the teleport thing, but I don't like using that for takeoff purposes. Because we're not supposed to be at 10,000 feet that close to the airport when we're taking off. I mean, unless you circle, which sometimes the AI would. Wow, we're not even getting like the taxi to, or the taxi into the runway. They're just putting us here. Alright, it's co-pilot's aircraft. to those engines roar. And we are wheels up, off the ground. Not wheels up, but we are airborne. Positive rate of climb. Now gear up.
Allegiant Air 29er72, contact Atlanta Center on 133.6. Good day.
133.6 Allegiant Air 29er72. Goodbye. Atlanta Center Allegiant Air 29er72 is passing 1,500 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Allegiant Air 29er72, Atlanta Center, altimeter 30.17 radar contact, continue. Allegiant Air 29er72, contact Atlanta Center on 134.8. Good day.
134.8 Allegiant Air 29er72. Goodbye.
Are we climbing?
Atlanta Center Allegiant Air 29er72 is passing 1,800 feet, climbing 6,000 feet.
Allegiant Air 29er72, Atlanta Center, altimeter 30.17 radar contact, continue to Woody. Allegiant Air 29er72, climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Can I
Climb and maintain
get
12,000 feet, Allegiant Air 29er72.
Is it gonna make
Allegiant
sense
Air
is the question, right?
29er72, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Allegiant Air 29er72.
Not sure that makes sense, but okay.
Atlanta Center, generic whiskey uniform Papa 652 is passing 4,000 feet, descending 3,000 feet. Generic whiskey uniform Papa 652, Atlanta Center, altimeter 30.
Alright, we are officially on the path. Eight 5 Tango November is Pilico, so maybe we'll stick to this for a little bit. Maybe I'll stick it with this till we hit the waypoint, which is where? Right there at Woody. Okay. Where is Woody on our list here? Right there, okay. See, I don't understand how to read this screen like I can. There's the Boeing 707 screen makes sense. And there is our destination at 464 nautical miles out. What is this in front of us? Oh, Teleco planes. Yeah, we've already passed Corntassel. Although I'm not seeing its little waypoint marker. There you go, it's right there. Behind us. Off our tail.
Allegiant Air 29er 72 climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280 Allegiant Air 29er 72.
So, once we pass... Can I exit? No, I can't exit. Once I've passed Teleco Municipal, I will skip to the approach. We've wasted enough time on this flight. I'm not going to do the full climb out. I lost sight of the airfield below. Wait. I think I found it. Yep, I did find it. But I lost the tag. We are officially Teleco is behind us. Let's travel to approach. Skip forward in time. It'd be my luck, this Mitsubishi I picked for the third leg, the co-pilot can't operate it. And it looks like we're getting...
Allegiant Air 29er 72 contact approach on 125 decimal tree. Good day.
Going to 125 decimal tree Allegiant Air 29er 72. Approach Allegiant Air 29er 72 4,500 feet.
Allegiant Air 29er 72 approach altimeter 29er decimal 9er 8 radar contact. Continue to Donhu. Allegiant Air 29er 72 descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
Descend and maintain 2,600 feet Allegiant Air 29er 72.
You know what I just did? I gave me the flight number for going to Palm Beach, that I was going to use for Palm Beach. Oops. Alright, fine. We'll use the one I was supposed to use for flight number 2. What did I say? 8645. Yeah, this was supposed to be the flight number for flight number 3. I'm glad to see that the approach worked today.
Allegiant Air 29er 72 descend and maintain 1,600 feet.
So
Descend
this
and
is an
maintain
IRL flight.
1,600 feet Allegiant Air 29er 72.
Or at least the departure and destination are IRL for Allegiant Air. And they usually, according to what I pulled up, they usually park at either gates 2 or 4 at Tyson McGee, and I think it's either 4 or 6. I think it's 4, 6, and 8 at Clearwater. That's why I was trying to take off from gate 4, and I was going to land at gate and arrive at gate 4, but depart from gate 4 and arrive at gate 4, but it didn't want to work out that way for me. Now, I don't know if Orlando was actually closer to the Palm Beach airport we're going to, but I wanted to do an IRL flight, so I threw in what I knew. It was either that or I was gonna have to figure out how to get to, I think Miami is probably closer.
Allegiant Air 29er72, you are 8 miles north of St. Petersburg. Contact tower on 128.4 when inbound.
And that would have involved us going
Tower
from
on 128.4
Knoxville to
Allegiant
either
Air 29er72.
probably to Atlanta or to
Tower
DC.
Allegiant Air 29er727 miles north inbound RNAV runway 18 approach.
Allegiant Air 29er72 tower. Altimeter tree 0.01 wind calm. Cleared RNAV runway 18 approach.
I...
Allegiant Air 29er
My God, there's
72
some
wind
bad
calm,
weather.
cleared to land runway 18.
Cleared RNAV runway 18 approach Allegiant Air 29er72.
Alright. My aircraft. Yeah, we're over water. And it's really nasty, apparently, this afternoon. Right? Afternoon. Yeah, it is. I have to double check. Question is, can I get us... What type of landing can I get us? I gotta nose down a bit. Alright. I've cut the engine. I go. Coming in on our own. Of course, we're high.
Tower generic Echo Lima Zulu 9er tree 0, ready for IFR departure, runway 18. Generic Echo Lima Zulu 9er tree 0, hold short runway 18. Traffic is Airbus A3N on short final. Allegiant Air 29er72, contact ground on 121.9er.
That was bad.
Generic Echo Lima Zulu 9er tree 0, altimeter 29er.9er 8 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 18.
That was bad.
Going to
Alright.
121.9er Allegiant Air 29er72.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 generic Echo Lima Zulu 9er tree 0.
My aircraft. Cause I am going to make sure we get to a gate for parking. I don't know if we have the proper lights on. I really don't care right now. And hold. Turn to ground and taxi
Ground
to the
Allegiant
gate.
Air 29er72 request taxi to the gate.
Allegiant Air 29er72 taxi to Gate 1 via taxiway Alpha 5 Alpha Tango.
Taxiing to Gate 1 via taxiway Alpha 5 Alpha Tango Allegiant Air 29er72.
Well, not where Allegiant Air would actually park, but that would have only happened if I picked where we took off from. Wow, what is loud? Is it that? The EL? ELZ? Yeah. Live weather, huh? No, it is. Oh, wait. Well, yeah, we skipped forward in time. So that makes sense. It'd be a little about 2:30. But it looks like that was live weather. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, we're getting a crummy, weathered flight out of here to LNA. Where's our signaler? No signaler, huh? Okay, there's some weird going on. Oh, I see. Our actual thing isn't even attached to the building for the gate. Okay. Alright, well, that's the end of that flight. Oh. Here, I think these are gonna be, like, less than 2-hour streams, and I end up being on here. Well, this might be less than 2 hours. Alright. Now, I gotta make sure I use the right flight number here. Load. Flight number 3. Make sure I selected it. There we go. 20. Well, of course that's 26 minutes. I need turboprops. No, we're not doing that. What did I... Ah, here we are. The Mitsubishi. Heavy, is there... No, it's just this one. Okay. So want that. Livery. Executive black. I don't think they'll be able to say Mitsubishi. I have trouble saying it. So, what was supposed to be my flight number? 8645. And we're just gonna change it to Maddie. Alright. We want... Well, we need IFR, that's for sure. 39. I don't think we can go that high. Yeah, we can only go to 25. So, what happens if we switch to low? I don't want to have to input. I mean, I can't, but it still says 39. Nope, wrong thing. 25,000 feet. So 25000. Enter. Now 50 minutes, huh? Still too long to do the full flight. like I said, I don't know. It looks like Fort Lauderdale is the closest big airport, but I think we gotta fly out of Miami to go overseas, so I'll find out. Alright, let's start. This is a new aircraft. I've never flown in this one before. I should change things up a bit with aircraft since we are doing the travel too. I should have changed the clock. I can change the clock before we do a takeoff and still be in live weather. We want to move this to 2. Ooh. Let's go 2:45. Would have gave us enough time to change to the next to get to where we were going. Alright, so we still have live weather. 2:45. Alright. This is what we look like. I'm gonna take a look around before we take off. So we're basically cargo. Okay. Alright. Are these all de-ice things? Strobes are on. Navs are on. Beacon is on. Landing lights are on. Panel lighting. Well, no, not that lighting. Pilot. Instrument lighting. Engine instrument lighting. Co-pilot flight. Uh-oh. That's the pitch wheel. My aircraft. Parking brake is off. Why? Alright, I'm not getting power. I wasn't getting any, thrust. Try this again. I mean, I can't. The AI wasn't working. Alright, folks. A CTD. I've been getting them quite a bit here in 2020. I don't know if something's conflicting with something else. But that might explain why I was having throttle button config issues. So, the most useless piece of add-on DLC you can have, and in my opinion, it was free and it's useless. And I think I made a quick tour video of it. It's probably one of my first videos I've did with Flight Sim 2020. But it's the Orbit's Flying Hospital. The scenery looks good, but you don't actually get to fly that aircraft. Now we gotta go through this whole sequence. I'm guessing Mitsubishi. Because it's called that, I'm guessing it's a German-built aircraft. It's quite small. I could have went with the ATR. In fact, there's a livery that's kind of Florida looking, and that's that, what was that? That pink one that looked like a flamingo was on the back, on its tail. Yeah, I keep trying to do IRL things, but I am also making up my own. I didn't have to do an IRL. We could have just left from Corntassel and went straight to our destination. But I would have had to pick an aircraft that could. In my mind, I would have had to have an aircraft that could theoretically fly that distance without maybe stopping, and we probably would have had to make at least one stop. Alright, you gonna work this time? We have had... I just have more problems than we actually do fly. It seems. An hour and 3 minutes sounds right. That doesn't sound right. 25000. Mom and Dad are home because Elsie starts barking. The little doggy. Alright. I knew they were going to be home soon. Actually, they're home earlier than they normally are on a Sunday. Yipe, yipe, yipe. Get this done, and then I gotta get it uploaded, and then I gotta listen to at least part of myself later. 'Cause I don't know how anybody that streams
Tower
for
Maddie
hours
8645 ready
actually
for departure runway 18
does their
IFR
own
Tequila Lima November Alpha.
streams, but
Maddie 8645 altimeter 29.908 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 18.
Cleared for takeoff runway 18 Maddie 8645.
alright, so we are. I don't think I'll change the time. Everything seems to be working right now. I haven't given it to Copilot, or I haven't tried to take off yet, so we still could have issues here. Coming out of Clearwater. Alright, my Copilot's aircraft. Wow, is it loud? I think we'll make do. I think we're at, rotate speed. Anti-ice, all these. Wow. That was quite loud. Wow. Let's check this out now.
Contact Miami Center on 1.2.5. Good day.
Do we have
132.35
flight plan?
Maddie 8645.
Here we are.
Goodbye. Miami Center Maddie 8645 is passing 1,000 feet, climbing 13,000 feet.
Well,
Maddie 8645 Miami Center altimeter 29.908 radar contact continue.
it doesn't say our distance to Rancho.
Generic tree Alpha Delta have the traffic.
So oh, because it's not all the way over there. Wow. Okay then.
Generic 5 Charlie Romeo contact approach on 119.65. Good day.
Yeah, we're not gonna see much anyway. Maybe I'll stick with us till we get to 25. I don't know if we'll get to the...
119.65 generic 5 Charlie Romeo. Goodbye.
Might just stick with this for the whole flight. I don't know. It looks like we got pontoons. Granted, we can't land on the water. So, I don't know what the... unless those are the fuel pods. Okay, our gear... Is our gear also in the engine? Because it shouldn't be. Alright, I see we are making a turn. Alright. Well... I don't know. Based on what I see here, I think this Rancho, Tyler, I think that is all of the approach. Let's check our flight plan here. Yeah, Tyler is the arrival. So, let's just go ahead and jump to it. Not that. Wrong button. Travel to... approach. Yes, we will travel for the 40 minutes. So... I don't know if we're going straight to Tyler or if it was dropping us to Rancho. Let's...
Maddie 8645, descend and maintain 2,600 feet.
Descend
Where'd
and
it
maintain
exactly drop
2,600
us?
feet, Maddie 8645.
It dropped us at Tyler. Okay.
Maddie 8645, contact
So the
Miami
descent
Center
was
on
Rancho.
132.45. Good day.
Going to 132.45, Maddie
We probably still have a
8645.
30-minute flight.
Miami Center, Maddie 8645 is at 14,900 feet, descending 2,600 feet.
Maddie 8645 Miami Center altimeter 29.906 radar contact. Continue to Zota.
So... I don't think... I mean... this is probably in 2024, but... It's a interesting little aircraft. And it looks like it's solely made for cargo. I don't know if there's... Well, here's the door. I don't think that there's a passenger version. And then... Is that the only door? I think that's the only door, is right behind us. Right there. Does that say... It says 103. No, it says 183. Really? Then we're making some good speed. So this won't take 30 minutes. I thought we were at 103 and 45 minutes. 30 something miles would have been like 30 minutes. No. Said, like I've said, I don't know what the next trip is. Other than I know I'm at that point that I need to spend 10,000 and go get my instrument rating in career mode. Whether we leave from, whether I've got other missions to do from our arrival airport here, or if we, however, I gotta get over to Shetland Island in the North Sea of, north of Scotland. I might end up having to go from Miami to London, and then taking a flight from London to Edinburgh, and then again I gotta probably go to Edinburgh to as close to the mainland, northern mainland, as possibly before we go to Shetland. It's gonna be a 4-leg trip, no matter what. Any of it gonna be a full trip we actually do? Maybe if I gotta go to Orlando or Miami, that will probably be the only leg we do a full trip of. This might be the longest trip leg-wise, unless I can figure out a way to do a direct flight from Miami to Edinburgh, which, I mean, we could technically do, but I don't think there's direct flights to Edinburgh out of Miami IRL. Might have to go to JFK or LaGuardia. And in that case, we go from Miami to either JFK or LaGuardia. Then you go over to Edinburgh. But I gotta look it up. So I don't know if there will be a stream tomorrow or not.
Palm Beach approach on 128 decimal tree. Good day. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Expect vectors. Visual runway 23 approach. Generic 4 Mike Hotel. Generic 4 Mike Hotel. Contact Palm Beach approach on 127 decimal tree 5. Good day.
128 decimal tree Maddie 8645. Goodbye. Palm Beach approach Maddie 8645 is passing 5,500 feet, descending 2,600 feet.
What else do we got going on?
8645 Palm Beach, approach altimeter.
Autopilot master
radar
switch.
contact. Continue to Zodub.
So why aren't they using the master? Yeah, it won't let me turn it on. Aileron trim. Wait. That's the parking brake? Wait, what's the park? Oh, okay. That's gear ratio. Is that the parking brake? What is that? That's landing gear warning horn. That's the pitch trim. So exactly where is this parking brake you keep talking about? Or you keep pointing out to me? I think the parking brake is this thing. Because these are throttle. That's prop. That's prop. Gear unlocked test light, huh? Left gear, right gear, nose gear. Left engine start. Engine starter. Cranks. Parking brake. I don't want to turn it on, but I have no idea what it keeps pointing to. Unfeather. There's your radios, but none of the lighting in the world will light that up. I don't think there's airway beacon test light. There's all our comms. So there is an autopilot. Master switch. How does that work? Of course, nothing over here. Hand generator. Electric fuel. Fuel quantity test switch. Oh, this, what is that? Left radio stack. Huh. Alright. How, we're coming up to, approaching the final here, as we're 14 miles out from Palm Beach County Park. That's not our destination, is it? It is. Huh. Okay. So, depending on your aircraft, it's roughly an hour across the state of Florida. It was roughly an hour across the state in this. So a turboprop. You saw if we used an airliner out of Clearwater, it would have been, with the A320, it would have been 26 minutes flight time. I don't think an airliner could land at this airport that we're going to. I think the longitude might have been the heaviest one we might have been able to land.
West of Kilo Lima November Alpha.
Maddie 8645.
Did we drop gear?
Kilo Lima November
Oh,
Alpha
no.
traffic, Maddie 86458 miles west inbound Arnab Alpha Circle to land runway 22. Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic, Maddie 8645 is on final runway 22 to land.
Are we? We've deployed the flaps, but we're not in gear down range apparently. N393X is our tail number. What did that say? Florida Gardens? Yeah, Florida Gardens. Alright. Almost done. I say that, but then we got the whole taxi in. So, I think Orlando is north off our port side, and Miami, I believe, is on the starboard. And we are eastbound. There's Palm Springs, the city. This is Kenwood Estates. Lake Clark sources. We're still going quite fast. As I say, we need to start turning back soon. Alright, so what is... Now I can't get the name to show up. There we go. South Palm Beach. That's what it is right there off of our... Is at our 10 o'clock. What does that say? Oh, Sandcastle, but not with the D on the end. Yeah, it's Sandcastle. There's another broken bridge. I think if they're not on, they need to be on. Yeah, landing lights. There we go. Can you tell that I put them on? Not really. We're still getting quite a lengthy fight with this plane, considering I pretty much skipped. This a final is making me wonder if we're actually flying correctly. Did I turn lights on and we didn't need them yet? No, we're at 1,000 feet. Okay, not. I don't know, for a minute there I thought it said 10. Alright, gear is out. Wow. Wow, that looks like some really fat tires. And we're circling out to sea. Okay. The main landing gear looks like we have Tundra tires. But I don't think this aircraft can do stall takeoffs or landings. So yeah, the mission is you come out here with a banner. You're supposed to fly along a certain area. And then once you complete that, you go and drop the banner. Then you circle back around and land. I have at least been able to, after 4 attempts, I've caught or hooked the banner. But I've never been able to figure out how to complete the flying down the beach line and beach with it. Now we're circling back in. This is an interesting flight pattern. Like, we should not be going further out to sea, should we? I just noticed it says 30-something on the fuel. Yeah, 38%. Does that mean we've actually been burning fuel? Alright, how much further out to sea are we gonna fly? This is a very long approach. I think it's because we were coming in so fast. We're just bleeding speed. Well, I mean, 108 miles.
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic Maddie 8645 is on base runway 22.
Oh,
Kilo
we're
Lima
just
November
now on
Alpha
base.
traffic
Wow.
Maddie 8645 is on base runway 22. Kilo Lima November Alpha
Okay,
traffic Maddie
yeah.
8645 is on base runway 22.
Again, I don't know why they triplicate that one. AI controller. Even if I didn't have it on AI and I picked the option, it still would repeat it 3 times. So, they used to give you your full landing pattern in 2020. Your downwind, your base, and your final, but they don't have that up anymore. And I've got everything turned on. And we're, yeah, Palm Beach County Park Airport. I mean, we've had flap 20 for a long time now, and I'm not sure if we were supposed to be at flaps 20. But the AI does something completely different than we kind of are allowed to do in... I mean, I could deploy the flaps at any moment in 2020, but... in career mode, it's weird. I've gotten dinged for flaps overspeed when I've been in flaps range for that flap level I was at, so... like in the Cessna 172, if you go flaps 10
8645 is on final runway 22 to land.
before you're under 82 nautical miles, it gives you flaps overspeed. But if you look at the dashboard and you pull up information, you can be at flaps 1, I think at 100 knots, so, or under 100 knots. Are we on final? Because we're not getting our nav aids that I supposedly have on. There is, at least in 2020, you do have recommended speeds. But I can't seem to... there we go. Landing, we're supposed to be 101 knots at the minimum, so... there we go, we're at 101. We can now land. It says 4, we're too low. Yeah, we're too low. Are we gonna make the run? We're not making the runway, are we? Nope. No. Whoa. Okay. Why does it look like there's snow on the ground? Or that better be sand, because that would make more sense. Because snow does not make any sense. Especially because it's summertime. In Florida. Well, we missed the runway. I don't even know which runway we're supposed to be. I was wondering why I was not getting any,
Kilo Lima November Alpha traffic Maddie
thing.
8645 is clear of the runway. Kilo Lima
Now what are we
November
gonna
Alpha
do?
traffic Maddie 8645 is clear of the runway.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna ask to go, oh, you were just given the clear? You're not gonna ask for parking or gate? Technically we need parking, because we're not... Announce clear the runway or select a runway. So apparently we can't park. And we'll just let the... I didn't even check to see if there's a parking spot. I might have picked one. I might have picked one for us to go to. But I think there's like 3 runways at this airport, and we missed the one that was to the right of us. I was thinking about should I take control, but it was kind of too late. We were like 30 feet above the ground. So. Are we parking right here? No? I thought maybe we were stopping right there. This is what I find more interesting. What is the AI gonna do? I can't remember if I gave us an arrival parking spot or not. And again, I think these runways are only good enough for GA traffic. There's not any. I don't know. I don't think there's any gates. I'm not saying. I mean, I think an airliner can land on at least one of the runways and probably take off from it. Hey. Those look like Cherokees. A little more. There you go. I think we're parked now. There's an American airliner out there. Somewhere. Why are we still moving? I thought we were gonna park right there. I'm just sitting here watching to find out what we're doing with the... Eventually, they do stop. The AI, the co-pilot feature's like, okay, we don't know what else to do. Either that or they run into a solid object. Which is probably what's gonna happen. There's a fuel truck. We gonna drive right through the fuel truck, huh? No? Oh, you're coming. Well, yep, we're gonna explode ourselves here. Boom! Are we parking here? Oh, no, we're still moving. This is interesting. I don't know why I'm so interested by what we're doing right now. Where are we supposed to be parking? Actually, yeah, this isn't a Cherokee right here. That's a twin turboprop or a twin prop. Every time I think we're gonna stop, we keep rolling, so. That could be a Cherokee sitting there. What are you doing? You just gonna stand there, huh? I don't know what we've been doing. Like, again, every time I think we're done, we start moving again. Oh. No, we're just gonna stop in the taxiway. And shut down. When you could have picked a parking spot over there where you were earlier. Yep. Alright, folks. That was a little strange. I will see you guys next time. Again, I don't know if we're leaving from here or what, we do somehow have to get to Shetland Island. So, you guys will find out when we start the next one. Later, everyone.